UPW Wednesday Night Showdown, Season 7, Episode 26. There is a pay-per-view on the horizon, so we have to get ready for that. It will be for Friday Face-Off for the women, and we know that when the women put on a pay-per-view, they really go at it. So, I was trying to figure out how Vince was going to circumvent the stay-at-home order for WWE and continuing their live shows, but I have the answer for that, and I will tell you as the matches progress. But until then, while the matches do progress, we're gonna get the show started. Good match card. It's the aftermath of ECW, well, not ECW, UPW's November to Remember. So, since it is the aftermath, we do have different champions for a couple different things, but we're just going to get going and start the show. Welcome to Wednesday Night Showdown, live on the TMK Network. We are in St. Petersburg, Florida, which is ironic. It's UPW Live. This match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making his way down to the ring, representing the Four Horsemen, standing at 5'11", weighing in at 245 pounds, from Hartford, Connecticut, Blackwell. Blackwell coming off of his loss of the Intercontinental Championship at November to Remember in a triple threat match between himself, the leader of the Four Horsemen, Dennis Diaz, and the Giant Killer, Tyler Diaz, who is now the current Intercontinental Champion. So he is in a salty, salty mood. And his opponent, standing at 6 foot tall, weighing in at 229 pounds, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, Kenny Omega. So this show here is emanating from St. Petersburg, Florida, and we have to talk about Florida and how the Performance Center will now be able to do their shows live. Referee calls for the bell. Collar and elbow tie-up between Blackwell. Turned into a nice. Turns it around. Arm lock in the back. Working on Kenny's arm. And you can see the pain on Kenny's face already starting. Nice snap, belly to back. Fisherman suplex, I guess? I mean, he's holding one leg, so. Sling blade by Kenny Omega on Hale Blackwell. So, real quick, while the actions going on in the ring. Let me tell you exactly how Vince McMahon was able to circumvent and now is able to do live shows at the Performance Center in Florida. Of course, in him doing what he did, it did open a door for AEW. However, AEW decided to do something different. So, here's how it goes, okay? This is one of the things that you can, I guess if you're a billionaire. On April 1st, Governor DeSantis, who is the governor of Florida, issued an executive order for stay at home, just like a lot of governors have done. On the 9th, he amended that to include professional production, including entertainers with a national audience, like wrestling and stuff like that. Because on April 9th, Florida was given by Linda McMahon's Super PAC $18.5 million to the state of Florida. Right after that, he amended it to include wrestling and entertainment as an essential business. So now wrestling and entertainment is as essential as healthcare workers, shows that are, stores that are open for groceries, stuff like that. And he was able to do all that. It's pretty sad that that's the way it is, but it's money, and it gets worse. And I will tell you that in a second, how it gets worse. Before I read off something else. Okay, so I try not to talk politics, but this does have to do with politics. It's the fact that $18.5 million did buy you the opportunity to be able to do your live shows when you give it to a company. Pump handle backbreaker by Kenny Omega on Blackwell, the former Intercontinental Champion. Today we found out that Trump has been getting advice from Vince McMahon and other business moguls, including people like Mark Cuban, Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NFL, and others, on when to reopen the government for business. However, there is something in the Bill of Rights called the 10th Amendment. He has no way he has, Blackwell with a submission. Is it over? Is Kenny going to tap? They could have taped instead of having it live, but when the order was put into place, they closed the Performance Center. So they weren't able to do anything. Going for that underhook pile driver on Kenny Omega, and hits it perfectly. Lateral press, hooks the leg. And Kenny Omega kicks out at a near fall at 2. So the Performance Center was closed down. Governor DeSantis, after getting, almost $20 million, said, shit, I'll open it. So the police, the county sheriff, actually went to where the Performance Center is and tried to shut them down, but he couldn't because the order said that they were an essential business and they were allowed to stay open. Endangering the wrestlers, okay, that's just sick. Because that could make them potentially get ill. They have to travel because they're not going to stay at the Performance Center if they're not on the show. They're going to go home. So they're traveling. Trust me, it was a story put out the other day that a lot of wrestlers were not happy at this decision, and I could understand why. Why? Doing it live, extra travel, being in contact with more people. Because you don't even have to show any symptoms, be asymptomatic and spread the disease to somebody. So it may not matter if you're 6 feet away, and if you're wrestling somebody, you're definitely not 6 feet away from someone. And the fact that he asked, and this is a quotation, the great Vince McMahon for advice on when to reopen a government, that's scary. And again, Vince McMahon, he can't open the government without the governors have individual rights to the opening, what businesses are ready to open in their state, whether it is for public reasons, to protect the public or not. So he can't reopen jack shit. The XFL is 100% dead. Vince McMahon liquidated all of the assets, filed for bankruptcy for the XFL. The XFL is now dead, as is the careers of all of those who were trying to remake it into the NFL. So are the stations that he made deals with for the XFL lost tons and tons of money. So if you were an XFL fan, and you know what, I didn't mind the XFL this time around, but it's the second time in 20 years, and it'll probably be the last time that Vince McMahon will ever be around, to be involved in it, because he probably won't be. We got a bleeder. Kenny Omega busted wide open by Hale Blackwell. Blackwell looking for that underhook suplex one more time. And then I've got a news story that's been breaking all day and continues to break every minute regarding wrestling. Hale Blackwell with the pin on Kenny Omega. And Omega kicks out. Today, Vince McMahon did the WWE exactly purge, Dark Knight. He purged by releasing Rusev, Drake Maverick, Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Heath Slater, Eric Young, Rowan, Sarah Logan, No Way Jose, Maria and Mike Kanellis, EC3, Lio Rush, Primo, and Epico, which I didn't even know they were still there. They also announced that they had been letting go of Kurt Angle and Mike Chioda, one of the referees. Aiden English has also been... What the hell happened there? Aiden English has also been released. And it's not over. There's more to come. And they issued that on their website and said, we wish them, we wish them success in their future endeavors. It's just like the Dark Knight said. It was a purge. They released a whole bunch of people to salvage money. Now, while WrestleMania this year did have the most wrist armbar by Kenny Omega on Blackwell. Blackwell able to escape the submission hold. They did get the most pay-per-view views in history out of all their shows ever. However, they lost an estimated $30 million with WrestleMania. I know, right? They did, and he was supposed to win the tournament. He was supposed to win the tournament. Drake Maverick was supposed to be the champion. So you've got pretty much a bribe to open up a performance center where you could wrestle. You do your live shows. It brought in the worst Monday night ratings in history. Not just a Monday Night Raw, since Monday shows started for WWE. One Wing Angel by Kenny Omega into a pin. Hale Blackwell on the cover. And Blackwell able to kick out. So Monday's wrestling was got the lowest ratings in history. The reason for them wanting to go live is because they have a contract with both Fox and USA where it allows them to only have a couple of tape shows a year. And if they do more than a couple of tape shows a year, Fox or USA Network could break the deal and pretty much fire the WWE and stop their shows from being on their networks. So Vince worried more about that than he did about the wrestlers' welfare, and it was all about money. So after a bribery and making wrestling essential, he also did something else, which he probably didn't expect. There's a cover. Now, it's funny that you said TNT and AEW because of what Governor DeSantis did with WWE, making it essential in all entertainment, like sports and stuff like that. It also opened the door for AEW to be able to do the exact same thing. So AEW could do live events. Oh my God! If they wanted to. However, AEW taped 2 months of shows in advance. I'm talking AEW Dark and Dynamite. 2 months in advance. Underhook soup. Pile driver again on Kenny Omega. Goes for the pin. And Kenny Omega again kicks out. AEW will still be having their pay-per-view. Double or Nothing, but it won't be from Las Vegas. It'll be from where they've been taping their shows, and it will still be available to be watched on pay-per-view or wherever you watch your shows. But it won't be. It will be live, but it will not be with, obviously, without any. Oh, there's a pin on Blackwell. Without anybody in the crowd, but the pay-per-view of Double or Nothing will continue to go on. But releasing over a dozen wrestlers. Oh, clothesline to Kenny Omega to the outside. Blackwell going up to the top turnbuckle. Misses with the knee on the outside. Releasing over a dozen wrestlers. Commentators, referees. In one day. I mean, in case nobody actually knows what the Saturday Night Special is, and no, it's not a term, or Saturday Night Massacre is. I'll tell you what it is in a second. Underhooks power driver by Blackwell on Kenny Omega. Goes for the pin, hooks the leg. And that's it. The former Intercontinental Champion takes the win on Kenny Omega. Trying to get back on the road so he can get his rematch against the current Intercontinental Champion, the Giant Killer Tyler Diaz. And yes, there are rematches here in UPW, so he will get his rematch. If he wins, he gets it back. If he doesn't, he'll have to climb the ranks once again. But any win that he can get is momentum going into whatever time he decides to reenact his rematch clause. I'm going to speak more on what TNT and AEW did in terms of taping their shows 2 months in advance, including the TNT championship. And believe it or not, maybe it's because they're a brand new company. Maybe it's because people like them because they're not the same old thing. Nothing has leaked. This match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making his way down to the ring, standing at 7'4", weighing in at 460 pounds. From the wasteland, he is the current UPW Wednesday Night Showdown champion, the Fallen Angel, Jericho White. Now, I will repeat the names of the wrestlers who've been released from the WWE, but I'll have to refresh the page because it keeps changing, literally keeps changing every few minutes. And his opponent, standing at 6'11", weighing in at 455 pounds, from Las Vegas, Nevada, the man, the myth, the legend, Wesley Wolf. Okay, so when I was growing up, back in the Middle Ages, there was an old saying called "money talks and bullshit walks." Okay, and nothing is more true than it is right now when you get a bribe to a state of Florida and end up being able to do what you want in terms of your own business. Giving $20 million, somebody give me $20 million, I'll let them do whatever they want too. So it is what it is, right? I mean, but it's funny, like I said, I literally have to refresh the page of wrestlers who have been released from WWE because it continues to change regularly. So and holy shit, Drake Maverick actually posted an emotional message after being cut from the WWE. He tried to hold back tears, sharing news that he was let go by them. That's messed up. So it's doing furlough. It's furloughing some of their workforce, but then releasing talent. Believe it or not, one of the ones that I'm not upset that they released because I want him to go somewhere else because they haven't been using him is EC3. So the fact that EC3 is out of his contract, fantastic. He can go somewhere else. So I'll read the names off again. So Kurt Angle, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Leo Rush, Drake Maverick, Zack Ryder, Rusev, Mike Chioda, Oh, wait, that's not the updated list. Hold on. Give me a second. Sorry. So apparently Lana's still there, but Rusev isn't. So figure that one out. So here's the current list. Rusev. Oh, Tonga grip. The death grip on Wesley Wolf. Is it over? It is. Jericho takes away Wesley Wolf in quick fashion, too. That was kind of ridiculous. Yeah, NXT being, based right in Florida, and then, then they have the Performance Center there as well. Excuse me, as well. I'll give the full name of wrestlers that are right now once again during the next match. This is a tag team match scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making their way down to the ring from Moscow, Russia, at a combined weight of 708 pounds, they are the current UPW Wednesday Night Showdown Tag Team Champions, Big Bad Lenny, the Barbarian Mosca, the Four Horsemen. Oh, they did. They did say that they weren't going to do anything live because they didn't want to endanger their wrestlers and staff and members of the AEW company. So, and I admire them for that. I mean, not doing it when, even though you have the opportunity to do it, to protect your talent. I mean, because if you don't have your talent, what are you going to do? And their opponents, representing the Undisputed Era, at a combined weight of 397 pounds, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. So once the bell rings, as long as these guys don't die right away, lose right away, I'll read off the... Let's see if they can last during the readout of the people they were let go today in the what Dark Knight calls the Purge, which I agree is a purge. So in case you guys don't know what the Saturday Night Massacre was, give you a little history lesson since I got a degree in it. Everybody knows who Richard Nixon is, whether you're old or not. When he was about to get thrown out of office on a Saturday, he let go of a ton of people, and it was he fired a shitload of people from his office, in the presidency, his cabinet, and it was called the Saturday Night Massacre. So today is the Wednesday Night Massacre. So here is the current list: Rusev, Drake Maverick, Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Heath Slater, Eric Young, Rowan, Sarah Logan, No Way Jose, Mike Kanellis, Maria Kanellis, EC3, Leo Rush, Primo, and Epico. Kurt Angle, Aiden English, and Mike Chioda, who was, I believe, a referee. And it's not over yet. So, who else are they going to let go? Like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm happy that EC3 got released. They weren't using him anyway. And he didn't deserve to be there if they weren't going to do anything with him. I mean, not that he didn't deserve to be there. He just shouldn't have been there. Because you're wasting a talent who's got a mess. I mean, he's just talented. So, if anybody goes to AEW in the future, it'll definitely, I think, EC3, or he could go back to Impact. He was very, very successful in Impact. But, Mosca knocking down Kyle O'Reilly. Now throws Bobby Fish into the corner of the Four Horsemen. They may not make this. I'm just saying, oh my God. How the hell did Bobby Fish get up that? Shades. I'm sorry. That was the Tower of Doom suplex. And a double suplex to Big Bad Lenny. That was the Tower Doom suplex. I believe that's shades of the Road Warriors. I was almost like Vince did it out of spite of EC3 for getting himself over. It's petty because it's not like he left WWE. Yeah, right. Oh, damn. Kyle O'Reilly with a nice reverse. Tried to go for a flying forearm. Mosca just tosses him away. Grabs the leg of Mosca this time. Not that time. And one hell of a clothesline. Bobby Fish might actually be dead. I mean, Kyle O'Reilly. I know if I owned a business, I would not let people work if there was a chance that they could get sick and die. Uh-oh. Mosca. Oh my God! A powerbomb into a cutter. Kyle O'Reilly able to get the hot tag to Bobby Fish, and Bobby Fish gets thrown away. I agree. I don't think he didn't really get to say anything. I mean, he's not bad on the mic. They just didn't let him talk. I mean, he was great at NXT. And just like a lot of people from NXT to go up to the, I don't want to say go up anymore because NXT is our main roster, but like a lot of people that go from NXT to Raw or SmackDown, they end up turning into nothing because Vince doesn't like them. Triple H sees potential, brings them into NXT, and then they get, taken to Raw or SmackDown, and then Vince doesn't like them, so he gets rid of them. Big Bad Lenny looking for that one-wing angel. Hits it on Bobby Fish. And able to kick out at one. And you know what? I'm not upset that Rusev got released either. Because they were wasting him. And he's a great wrestler as well. So I'm glad that he got released as well. So you might see him as well. Oh my God. They fucking killed him. Goes for the pin. Kyle O'Reilly says, screw this, I'm not going in the ring. But Bobby Fish able to miraculously kick out at 2. And a claw slam by Mosca on Bobby Fish. They waste a lot of people. I'm glad AEW exists to give wrestlers more options. Yeah, I do too. I just don't want people to start saying, oh, AEW is just like Impact was when they first started. It was nothing but a bunch of, ex-WWE stars. Because that's not true. They have indie stars that are there as well. In case you guys don't know, they were building their women's division. There's a cover by Big Bad Lenny. They're building their women's division, and 2 weeks ago, I believe it was 2 weeks ago. I don't think it was last week, but 2 weeks ago, a woman by the name of Anna Jay debuted on Impact and faced Hikaru Shida, and she was an indie wrestler, and she was signed by AEW, officially signed by AEW. I thought he stopped the hot tag with that. She was officially signed by AEW a couple days ago, and she's a phenomenal athlete. It doesn't hurt that she's drop dead gorgeous, but she's only been wrestling for about a year and a half, and she's that good already. And she's telling, I don't know if anybody watches AEW, they know that Sean Spears has been looking for a tag team partner, and he can't find one. So she cut a promo saying, I see that you're looking for a tag team partner, and all these people are making videos on why they should be your partner. And she made a video saying why he should be her partner, because she calls herself the star of the show. So it was funny and it was compelling. It was a compelling argument. I mean, how could you say no? Big Bad Lenny overhead belly to belly suplex on Kyle O'Reilly. Toss in the corner of Four Horsemen. And again, okay. Oh my God. Mosca going for the pin. What do you mean a nice promo? A nice promo about WWE or just a nice promo in general? Or a sarcastic promo? Or a nice promo for us? Oh, in general? So it wasn't about WWE, just in general about everything? Nice release German suplex by Big Bad Lenny on Bobby Fish. Kyle O'Reilly, sorry. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to have to watch it as soon as I'm done here. And one more time, looking for the Tower of Doom. And you know, some of the people that they released are really talented. People probably don't remember Drake Maverick when he was in Impact as Spud, or he's talented though. Leo Rush is really talented. I don't care if people liked him or not. He could wrestle. He could entertain. He was really good. You know, Rusev, EC3, even Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows were great. And I mean, I don't think they'll end up in AEW just because they have enough tag teams right now. We already know that the Revival's going there. But this is a chance for them to go back to New Japan when all this is over and become part of Bullet Club again, I guess. Brainbuster by Kyle O'Reilly on the big man. So I guess there's no more OC. The show got canceled, and so did the team. And again, Raw did the worst ratings of any Monday wrestling show they've ever had in history. Yeah. Oh, submission on Big Bad Lenny, but had to let go as Lenny was too close to the ropes. I didn't even watch Raw this week because I just didn't care. But, I mean, you're talking about in a few days. Oh, Bobby Fish with a leg lock, but had to let go. Too close to the ropes. In a few days, you get Vince to have one of the worst Raws ever with one of the worst ratings ever. Actually, not one of the worst ratings. The worst ratings of any Raw that they've ever had. And there's a tap out. Bobby Fish taps out to Big Bad Lenny. The Four Horsemen take the win. Undisputed Era lasted a lot longer than I thought they would. And I'm sorry I'm not calling the action as much as I'm trying to, but a lot of news coming. You know, bad ratings on Monday for Raw. XFL is bankrupt. All those people lost their jobs. Referees, coaches, players, stadiums who were hosting these all got stuck with millions of dollars of money while Vince got off scot clean. A bribe to be able to continue wrestling live shows, potentially getting people sick. A slew of releases for, happening today. I mean, a lot to talk about that's distracting me from calling the actual matches. But I mean, that's what we're here for, to watch wrestling, talk about what's going on. And I was shocked when I woke up and found out, oh, they just released a whole bunch of people. There are your winners, the UPW Wednesday Night Showdown Tag Team Champions. Big Bad Lenny on your right, Mosca on the left. Reigning supreme, the Four Horsemen. This match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. And it is a tag team match. Making their way down to the ring, hailing from where you need an invitation, at a combined weight of 24 ounces of vodka cranberry, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, Private Party. Hey, what's up, Panda? Did you hear about all the wrestlers that got released from WWE today? Oh, well, I'll read them out again in a minute because it keeps changing. I was in your stream right before I started. I was watching you play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, right? Remastered. And their opponents, at a combined weight of 745 pounds, Nero and Praetorian, the Gladiators. Oh, World War II. Okay. Well, I was in there watching. And then I jumped over to start this because I wanted to start it at 5 o'clock like I was supposed to. Oh shit! A lot of the wrestlers who, actually, I wasn't lurking. You were the only person I went to go see, and then I came over here. A lot of the wrestlers are releasing statements on their are putting out statements on their release. So, let me see. Okay, so I think this is. Oh shit! It changed again. Okay, so there are new names added to the list of people who have been released from the WWE. Let's start with Rusev, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Drake Maverick, Eric Young, EC3, Leo Rush, Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, Heath Slater, Sarah Logan, Eric Rowan, No Way Jose, Primo and Epico Colon, Micah Maria Kanellis, Deanna Perrazzo, Alexander Jacek, or Jackus, I don't remember who that is. Aiden English, Mike Chioda, a referee, Kurt Angle, Billy Kidman, a producer, Mike Rotunda, producer, Dave Finley, Pat Buck, a producer, Sean Davari, producer, Scott Armstrong, another producer, Sarah Stock, a producer, Shane Helms, if you guys remember who Shane Helms is. He's been, and Lance Storm, all released, plus Kurt Angle, of course. All those people have been released so far from the WWE. And it continues to grow. So it sucks because if nobody, she's new in NXT. Who's new in NXT? Alex, who was new in NXT? Alex? Oh, well, not anymore. Not new anymore. Gone, you know. I just saw Deanna Perrazzo just wrestle like 2 or 3 matches over the past couple of weeks on Raw and SmackDown, and now she's gone. And she's talented. She's great. She can wrestle. I mean, they call her virtuosa for something because she is a master of the armbar. And look at all these people who are getting swept under the rug and just thrown away because Vince has to save money, bankrupt the XFL, screwed everybody over. Oh yeah, so did Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. But doesn't matter if he lets them go for their contract. He doesn't have to pay them. Because remember, they're listed as independent contractors, so they don't have to do shit. They don't have a union. That's why they don't have a union, because they're listed as independent contractors. If there was a union for wrestling, trust me, Vince would not have them there. And you're right, Knight. That's why they do need a union. because without a union, this is what you get. Mark Quinn with a backstabber on Nero. I had to make sure it was Nero. I mean, I'm happy for EC3 and for Rusev and shit. Even Deanna Purrazzo, she was shining AEW as well. I'm happy for them because they get to get the hell out of there, and that's it. You know, they're done. No, he filed for bankruptcy for XFL. XFL is dead. And screwed over all of the fans, the arenas, the ESPN, and all those people who were. Grand Amplitude into the pin by Petrorian. Broken up by Isaiah Cassidy. So the XFL is dead now. So 2 times he tried, 2 times it's failed. Second time, really not his fault. But no, fuck it. It is his fault because those guys and the refs and everything that were on the field, the people that were behind everything, they were doing a good job. Like, I didn't hate XFL this year, this time around. I was enjoying it. They weren't bad. Especially when we didn't have football, and now we don't have anything right now. And then for the president to be asking he said the great Vince McMahon for advice on when to reopen the government when he actually has no power on when the government reopens or not. But at least he was also asking other company moguls like Mark Cuban and stuff like that. And they all said that more testing needs to be done before they can advise that he should reopen anything. And because of that, the stock started to fall like a brick from the top of a building. Because he honestly believed that they would tell him, yeah, open up everything right now. No, they don't believe that is a smart thing to do. Gee, I wonder why. What do you want? People dropping dead at work? So as far as, and you're talking about Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NFL, also saying, more testing needs to be done to make sure that people aren't affected. You're talking about Mark Cuban also saying the same thing. So you're talking about people who are big business who don't believe that businesses should be open yet until more testing is being done. Listening to actual scientists instead of some guy who makes stuff up out of nowhere. They are good, but unfortunately nobody can travel to to Japan right now because travel restrictions. So they can't go there. AEW can resume live tapings, but they're not going to because they don't want to endanger their wrestlers, so their talent, their staff. But Vince deemed, was able to bribe somebody into a leg drop off the top rope as Petrorian was holding him. So there are places for them to go, but not a lot of places they can go right now. Impact's ratings have been going up. 8-second ride by Nero. Impact's ratings have been going up while Raw's have been going down. But there are places for them to go, but they can't go anywhere right now. Nero for the top turnbuckle, misses with the, I guess was a shoulder maybe? Snap suplex to Isaiah Cassidy on the outside. But it's some serious sorry ass shit when it doesn't matter whether people are getting sick or not, that your bottom line is cash and cash only. My bottom line is how many people are going to be able to pay and keep me in business. Not how many people are going to stay alive. Isaiah Cassidy does it. Oh, fighting back on Nero, but oh, nice Hurricane run on Nero on the outside. Isaiah Cassidy trying to pump himself up. Isaiah Cassidy with a nice combination. No, he does not. Another Hurricane Rana by Isaiah Cassidy on the outside. Referee count at 11. Standard 20 count in UPW is standard count in UPW is 20. Isaiah Cassidy tossing Nero back inside the ring. Nero was looking for a hot tag, not able to connect. Isaiah Cassidy stopping that in mid-try. Tags in Mark Quinn, who is bleeding. Mark Quinn, that's a cool dude. He wearing glasses, man. Wow, he's wrestling. And we got another bleeder. Nero's been busted wide open again. I mean, also. Oh, Praetorian was trying to knock Mark Quinn down, but wasn't successful. Mark Quinn jumps from the top turnbuckle, hits Nero. Nero's down. Yep, that's exactly right. Okay, so today's April 15th, and we're in Buffalo, New York. And here in Buffalo, it does get hot as hell in the summer. And we do have nice springs and stuff like that. It does not snow all year long. But it's fucking snowing outside right now. I'm kind of upset about that. Not that it matters. It's not like I could go outside. I mean, it's not sticking. It's going away. It's like wet snow. But damn, man. You know? Mark Quinn on the outside. Going to the top turnbuckle. Nero on the apron. Mark Quinn, shooting star. Oh, 450 splash. Sorry about that. Broken up by his tag team partner, Praetorian. And another tag to Isaiah Cassidy. You're still waiting for it to rain? Well, hey, why don't you get Linda McMahon to bribe Governor DeSantis, and maybe he can make it rain like he made the Performance Center reopen out of nowhere and made wrestling an essential business to be reopened. You just got to pay him $20 million. That's it. He'll make it rain. Isaiah Cassidy was trying to go for a double wrist lock. Broken up by Nero. Nero with a high cross power bomb into a pin. Praetorian going inside. Isaiah Cassidy able to kick out. Praetorian tosses Mark Quinn to the outside. And now Nero setting it up. Looks like he's going for a spear. And he does. Hits the spear on Isaiah Cassidy. Cassidy might be out. Nero finally goes for the pin. And Isaiah Cassidy kicks out, the former tag team champions. Yes, Private Party, former tag team champions here in UPW. And so are the Gladiators, the only two teams to ever beat the Four Horsemen. We're going to see some of it. Gin and juice on Nero. Mark Quinn went for the pin, broken up by Praetorian. Like I said, when I was growing up, there was a saying, money talks, bullshit walks. So apparently some shit never changes. Oh, Mark Quinn raking the eyes of Praetorian. Nice Hurricane Rana. And a roundhouse kick to the face. I don't know, was that to the face? Because he's pretty tall. It could have been in his neck, maybe his chest. Goes for the pin, hooks the large leg of Praetorian. And kicks out at 2 on the near fall. Praetorian in the middle of the ring. Mark Quinn on the top turnbuckle again. Was going for a moonsault. Praetorian got his knees up. Didn't even need it because he completely missed the mark. Oh, we got a tag. Praetorian. Oh, nice drop kick by Isaiah Cassidy. Praetorian looking for the hot tag. Gets it to Nero. Now Isaiah Cassidy looks like he's on the comeback trail. And finishing off with a twisted neck breaker. Pop-up Hurricane Rana by Isaiah Cassidy on Nero. Goes for the pin. And Private Party takes the win. Like I said, it is the aftermath of November to Remember, and the Gladiators had their chance to win the championships back and become 2-time tag team champions, but didn't get the job done. And November to Remember and Private Party just outdid them today, out-wrestled them, were a lot faster. Can't sleep on Private Party, man. They can wrestle. There are your winners. Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, Private Party. They were in the number 2 spot to get another title shot. And now they definitely cemented the number 1 spot just now. This match is scheduled for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making his way down to the ring, standing at 5'9", weighing in at 205 pounds, from Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico, Angel Garza. Yes, they are being smart about it. You know, what is Vince going to do? He's doing live taping. What happens when... what is going to happen when and if, let's hope if, not when, what happens if some of their talents, especially like the bigger talents, somebody contracts the virus? What is it going to do when they have to quarantine themselves or they can't perform because they're sick? And what happens if one of them, worst case scenario, which hope it doesn't happen, ends up dying because of it? He's not going to take responsibility for it. And his opponent from Jackson, Mississippi, standing at 5'8", 208 pounds, L. Ricks. There's been 3 cases. They said it wasn't an on-air talent, but that was BS. One of them was an on-air talent that who contracted the virus. But they said he made a full recovery, but of course I don't know what to believe anymore. I could barely believe what they were saying before. Hey, what's up, Wolverine? You missed GM? Yeah, so do I. I mean, I like universe mode, but I miss GM mode. Universe mode and GM mode would be all I would need in the game. I don't need a, what is that? Do they have the road to what? Huh? Yeah, I don't need the showcase of the road to WrestleMania. I just need, or my career mode, I just need the GM mode and the universe mode. I'd be happy with just that. Also, this week we found out that 2K21 is going to be canceled, so there will be no wrestling game for 2K20 for 2K next year. Oh, we got to roll up. Angel Garza. El Rick's able to kick out. Both of these men and the rest of the Lucha Libre division were involved in a 6-man old school elimination chamber match where I can't remember which one of these guys went through the pod, but somebody got speared through it. I mean, I don't think they're. I know 19 is this game. 19 is about as good as you're gonna get. 20, they already said that they are done with patches supporting 2K20. They're done with it. There's no more patches coming out. No more nothing. They are finished with support for 2K20 because they don't know how to fix it. But that's their fault. They fired Ukes. Ukes was the one who was running the engine. It's their engine. They knew what they were doing. And they wanted to change things, and Vince didn't want that. So, well, not Vince. Well, yeah, Vince and 2K didn't want that, and 2K wanted to take over all on their own. So they had over a year to take care of making 2K20. El Ricks misses with the insane elbow because they fired Ukes right before this game released. So they had over a year to get 2K20 right, and they didn't. DDT on the apron of El Ricks by Angel Garza. And a spine buster on the outside to the former Lucha Libre champion. El Ricks with a reversal. Standard 20 count on the outside here in UPW. Best way to avoid countouts. Destino. It did, didn't it? Like everything started to like go to crap right after 2K20 came out. Ricks with a double moonsault. Double spinning moonsault in the air. Angel Garza able to kick out at 1. I mean, I think maybe it started with when he said that the XFL was coming back. And again, it wasn't bad. This time they seem to have been getting it right. But with everything that was happening in the world, everything turned to crap. But going for the pin. Dude, with all the people he just released today, you're talking about almost 24 wrestlers he released today. I don't think you ain't gonna see anybody in WWE for a long time. And if they're a tag team, they are a tag team. So insane elbow. This time hits the mark across the chest of Angel Garza. Everybody knows Vince doesn't like tag teams, so he'll probably never let them in. They've been successful in ROH. They would be successful in AEW because they care more about tag teams as well. But let's face it, not everybody that gets released can end up in AEW. They have to go other places besides AEW. I mean, ROH, Impact, New Japan. But all these wrestlers, package DDT by Angel Garza on El Ricks, goes for the pin. And another kick out by the former Lucha Libre champion. El Ricks with a nice takedown. Oh yeah, OVW, I forgot about that too. But with all the travel restrictions, there's not a lot of places that people can go, even if they were signed, you know. 619 by El Ricks. Now going to the top turnbuckle. Could be looking for that double rotation. No, was looking for that insane elbow and misses. Arm drag by Angel Garza. Running around for no reason. Oh! And gets caught by El Ricks into a DDT. Now going up top. Could he be looking for that double rotation? He is. Moonsault hits it. Goes for the pin. The Lucha Libre division here, man. I love my Lucha Libre division. They put on some really good matches. The women in my universe put on some good matches. But you know what? I've seen the women on everybody's eFed because you can't. I mean, you could talk to anybody that does eFeds on 19, like myself, the Fixa official. He does an eFed. He'll tell you straight up, you can't do an eFed on 2K20. You can't. You just can't. But he'll say the same thing. The women be killing it. They kill it in the ring. A double arm backbreaker. Not enough to put away El Ricks. Angel Garza setting up for that package DDT one more time. connects. Is that going to be enough to put away Elricks? And it is. Angel Garza comes up with the win. Elricks has been taken out. Elricks hit a couple 619s. Couple double rotations. And it wasn't enough to put away Angel Garza. Well, when the next match loads up, I'll check the list of people who were released from the WWE to see if it's changed again. This match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making his way down to the ring from Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, standing at 6'1", weighing in at 198 pounds. He is the new UPW Wednesday Night Showdown Lucha Libre Champion, Humberto Carrillo. Humberto Carrillo capturing the Lucha Libre Championship at the last pay-per-view, November to Remember, just a few days ago. And from Essex, England, his opponent, standing at 6'1", weighing in at 90 pounds, he is the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay. I mean, you let Lana stay, who can't wrestle, but then you release Deonna Purrazzo, who can wrestle. So, real quick, let me read the names of the people so far. Let me refresh the page to see if they did any changes. So, people released today. Let me see. Go through the names one more. Wow, this sucks. Listen to this. The headcount deduction per the statement will save the company $4 million per month during this pandemic by releasing these people. So the people released so far, it hasn't, I don't know if it's new names on here yet, but Rusev, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Drake Maverick, Eric Young, EC3, Leo Rush, Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, Heath Slater, Sarah Logan, Eric Rowan, No Way Jose, Primo and Epico Colon, Mike and Maria Kanellis, Deonna Purrazzo, Alexander Jacek, Aiden English, Mike Chiodo, who was a wrestler. The rest are producers, but you might remember some of their names. Kurt Angle, Billy Kidman, Mike Rotunda, Fit Finley, Pat Buck, Sean Davari, Scott Armstrong, Sarah Stock, Shane Helms, and Lance Storm. That's a lot of people. But if it saves him $4 million a month, I guess that's all he gives a shit. But looking for that front face, DDT connecting on the champion. And the aerial assassin goes for the pin. And not enough to put away Carrillo. Will Ospreay heading up to the top turnbuckle. Was going for that 630 senton. Carrillo able to get out of the way. Yeah, most of, I mean, oh, punch to the face and then a return with an enziguri. Most, but, you know, like, he never, I mean, look at Rusev was high profile at one time, and then Vince just gave up on him. EC3 had all the potential in the world. Vince gave up on him. I don't know. Did he make his debut yet? Because I know he's going to debut under some other name. Not Killer Cross. What's probably because of Cena. And let's see if Killer Cross can stay now that they're releasing all these people. Why Rusev and EC3 didn't make it? I don't know, dude. They started not making it. Well, EC3 started not making it like almost from the beginning. But did you see, you know, Rusev, even though after Cena left, Rusev was still over with the crowd. And EC3 was over with the crowd. I mean, he was over with the crowd when, you know, John Moxley left, Dean Ambrose, quotations. And then Vince put him in that stupid storyline with, you know, with Lana and Bobby, and it was stupid. Moonsault by Humberto Carrillo, but Will Ospreay able to get his knees up. And look at the strength of Carrillo. Picking him up and dropping him down. And Will Ospreay able to kick out. I mean, you know what? I know Cena's been the reason for some people not being able to stay. But at this point in time, I don't think it really matters. Because Cena don't give a shit. He's making movies, man. He's making movies. He's making money. He don't need to be there anymore. So. But even with the most views in WrestleMania history on television, Vince still lost an estimated almost $25 million because of ticket sales, not able to sell merchandise. Handspring cutter by Will Ospreay. And Will Ospreay takes the win and takes out Humberto Carrillo, the champion. Will Ospreay making a statement. Making a statement. He wants that belt. I mean, everybody wants some gold around their waist, but Pinning a champion in his first match after winning it. Will Ospreay ain't playing. He's looking after. He's looking at that belt, and he's looking at that target on Humberto Carrillo's back, and he wants that championship gold. Ric Flair, I'm amazed that Hulk Hogan's still around. All right, it's time for our main event of the evening. This is our main event of the evening. One of the most dominating women's champions in history. She's held this belt for a long time. This match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making her way down to the ring from Brooklyn, New York. She is the current UPW Wednesday Night Showdown Women's Champion, the Assassin, Cameron Santos. I could tell you one name if they release him. I could tell you one name everybody's going to go after if WWE releases him, and it's going to be Ricochet. And her opponent from the wasteland, the Savior, Jessica White. I'll refresh the page to see if anybody else got, released. Because this thing is stupid. It literally keeps changing every few minutes. I still can't believe they got rid of Deanna Purrazzo. But apparently on her Twitter, she actually put that she's been waiting for this for over a year to be released. So she's happy about this, apparently. But let's go through the list one more time. All right. Okay, here's the list for the final time. And I would suggest all you got to do is go to Google and look up WWE releases. And you'll be able to find the list in case it changes after the show is over. Rusev, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Drake Maverick, Eric Young, EC3, Leo Rush, Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, Heath Slater, Sarah Logan, Eric Rowan, No Way Jose, Primo and Epico Colon, Micah Maria Canellis, Deanna Perazo, Alexander Jasic, Aiden English, Mike Chiodo, referee. The rest are all producers: Kurt Angle, Billy Kidman, Mike Rotunda, Fit Finley, Pat Buck, Sean Davari, Scott Armstrong, Sarah Stock, Shane Helms, and Lance Storm. That's a lot of freaking people. Nice headlock by the champion. Clothesline by Jessica White on Cameron Santos. Cameron Santos showing her power. Jessica White is a powerhouse, but Cameron Santos showing she's just got as much power as Jessica White. Probably not as much, but sniper driver on Jessica White. The champion now setting up for the kill shot. And Jessica White able to catch the leg and sweep. Now looking for the saving grace. Slam. And there it is, dropping a champion on her back. Going for the pin. And Cameron Santos kicks out at 2 on the near fall. Gonna take more than a bow and arrow to make her tap out. Oh, the disrespect shown by the Savior on the Assassin. Slapping her, going to the top turnbuckle, missing the elbow. Oh, and hits her with a clothesline to the back, goes for the pin. And a 1 count only. And Jessica White continually punishing the champion. Now military press slam. Reversal by the Assassin. Hey, what's up, Ricks? And a spear by Cameron Santos on the Savior. Looking for that kill shot again. If she hits it, it could be over. Jessica White could be knocked out. No, Jessica kicks out just in time. El Ricks did perform tonight. Not bad. How are you? Oh, nice springboard clothesline. Did you see all the people that got released from WWE, Ricks? Jessica White tossed it to the corner. Now on the attack. Again. This time double-handed choke slam. Lateral press hooks the leg. I don't know if they're all going there, but there's a lot. And they said they weren't finished yet. So I can tell you one name that I was saying earlier. Oh, another kill shot out of nowhere to Jessica White. Goes for the pin. If Vince McMahon lets Ricochet go, because Vince McMahon doesn't like Ricochet, he's going to be making a big mistake, because every single wrestling promotion is going to try and grab him back up. He's going for a springboard leg drop and missed. No, they're not finished. Oh, was going for a spear, reversed into a DDT by Jessica White. And now Jessica on the comeback. I mean, think about where Ricochet could be. Like, he could be successful. He's been successful everywhere. AEW will probably dish out the most cash. You know what I mean? That would be. They would dish out the most cash. I mean, it's Ricochet. I've been saying that for months. You don't let him do anything. It's Ricochet. Saving Grace bomb. And the champion may be out. No, kicks out again at the near fall on 2. Now Jessica White on the top turnbuckle. Drops the elbow across the chest of the champion. Should have gone for the pin. Drop kick to the legs. And trying to roll out. Gets to the apron. And punched to the outside. Cameron Santos telling Jessica White to stand up. Santos missing with the super drop kick from the top. She said she was going to Japan, but she hasn't left yet. Nothing official. I mean, they didn't fire her. Double-handed choke slam on the champion again. Goes for the pin. And that's it. Jessica White is taking out the champion. Cameron Santos really steps it up when it's time for her championship. But I'm not saying she doesn't step it up when it's a regular match, but she definitely steps it up when there's a championship match going on. But today, Jessica White got the better of her. If they let Aleister Black go too, that'll be another one that people will be trying to snatch up. There's your winner, the Savior, Jessica White. Congratulations to winning in this main event. No, the OC is dead. All right, that has been UPW Wednesday Night Showdown. I will be back on Friday at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to do Friday Face-Off. I was able to start on time today. Mixer was not giving me a problem. So that's been Showdown. I'll see everybody on Friday Face-Off.